Alright, so we are back. This is part 2 of Solutions, class 12 chemistry. In the last class we had talked about what exactly is solution, what exactly is solute, what exactly is solvent, and how exactly those are expressed in terms of physical state or in concentration. The topic for today is methods of expressing concentration of solution. Now solution can be expressed in various different forms. If you remember in the last class I told you about gaseous solution, liquid solution, solid solution. So if a solution is solid, if it is a solid solution, that will be carrying a different value in terms of kilogram or gram. If it is a liquid solution, it would be carrying values in terms of liters or milliliters. So solutions are expressed in various different forms according to their composition, and that's what we are going to talk about in this class. The first is percentage. Percentage, this is a word that you don't like at all. साल के एंड में जब आपका 11th कंप्लीट हुआ था, जब आपका 12th कंप्लीट होगा, हर कोई पूछता है कितना परसेंटेज बना, कितना परसेंट बना. Same is the word percentage here. Let's say you have a solution which is about 100 ml or let's say 1000 ml. Let's say you have a solution which is 100 ml. So out of this 100 ml, how many ml or how many parts of solute are present in this? Let's say there are 10 parts of solute. So this makes the solution to be 10%. Out of the 100 ml of entire solution, the solute present was only 10 parts. So this becomes 10%, and likewise it would carry on. So solution is expressed in terms of percentage, as in how many parts of solute is present in the entire solution. I hope you are okay with percentage. The second is strength, and the strength is shown in gram per liter. Gram per liter. How many grams of a solute are dissolved in how many liters of solvent or solution? Be careful. In percentage, we were not having any clear distinction of what is the value, whether it is gram, it is kg, or what. We were talking about percentage only, strictly. But in strength, we are talking about how many grams of a solute is dissolved in how many liters, the volume of solution or the solvent. So have a look at this percentage and strength once again. If you have doubt, please let me know. The next, number 3, goes molarity. Molarity. We are going to talk about two topics now. Molarity and molality. The first is molarity. M-O-L-A-R-I-T-Y. Mine is R and mine is L. The first is molarity. Molarity is defined as the number of gram of solute in per liter. Gram or mole of solute in per liter solution. Number of gram of solute per liter solution is called molarity. And when we talk about the next topic, molality, the first one, number of moles, would be remaining same, right? Number of moles remains same in both the cases. What changes in the base here is mass of solvent. So in molarity, the solution or the solvent was taken in liters, and in molality it is taken in kg. The only difference, basically speaking, the only difference between molarity and molality is, in molarity you are talking about the solution in liters, in molality you are talking about that in kg. Have a look at these two formulas once again. Next comes mole fraction. Now what exactly is meant by mole fraction? If you see, I have written the formula as n upon n plus n. A mole fraction can be calculated for both solute and solvent separately. Let's say small n is the amount of solute and capital N is the amount of solvent. So let's say I want to know about what is the amount of solute in the entire solution. So my formula will go as solute upon solution. I want to know the mole fraction. How many moles of solute are there in solution? So formula will go as solute upon solution. But in case you want to know the amount of solvent in the entire solution, your formula will go as capital N upon N plus N. So this small n, capital N is the number of moles of solute and solvent respectively. And you will be talking about this N plus N as the entire solution. So mole fraction talks about what is the fraction of solute and solvent in moles or in molar capacity. Have a look at this mole fraction formula: N upon N plus N and N upon N plus N. Okay, next is formality. The word is formality. Don't try to say this word in different manners. Formality. It is not the right word, The word is formality. So what exactly is formality? Formality talks about the number of gram formula mass of solute upon volume of solution liter. Now I hope you have no problem with volume of solution liter. What makes you concerned is the meaning of the word formula mass. So formula mass simply means if you add the atomic weights of all substances that are there in the solute, what you would get is formula mass. Suppose NaOH, the value goes 40. Na plus O plus H. Add the weights of this and you will get formula mass. So formality means the number of gram formula mass upon the volume of solution. The next goes normality. This is a bit tricky one, So be careful with normality. Normality is shown by N, formality is shown by F. Normality talks about number of equivalents of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Again, volume of solution, I'm sure you have no problem. But the question is number of equivalents of solute. Number of equivalents of solute. This is calculated by next formula, which is W into 1000 upon E into V. Now W is the mass or the weight of solute. Mass or weight of solute. 1000 represents your per liter, right? E is the equivalent weight, and V is again the volume of the given solution. So normality is calculated by finding the number of equivalents per volume of solution, and to find the value of number of equivalents, use this formula. And here we move to the last method of methods of expressing concentration, and that is ppm, that is parts per million. Now, just a few minutes back I had told you about the meaning of percentage. You had divided the entire solution into 100 different parts. Now you will divide the solution into million. 1 million different parts. Let's say this is 1 million. When you start counting, let's say out of this 1 million parts, solute is found in 10 portions. So this will become 10 parts per million. I repeat, in percentage you had divided the entire solution into 100 parts, and then आपने find किया था कि 100 में से कितने में solute है. वैसा ही अब solution को divide करना है million parts में, 1 million parts में, and million में divide करने के बाद कितने parts में solute है, that becomes your part per million. So that's all we have for today's class in this chapter. When we meet once again, we'll be talking about some important laws of solubility, that is Henry's law, and some other very important topics as asked in the board examination. So be alert, be careful, and if you face any problem in these topics, please feel free to contact me. Until we meet next time, see you once again. Bye bye.